Tying the knot, you just simply bend it, hold, bring it round, you can see that, push it through, get the end again in your fingers, keeping a hold of both ends, pull the knot to the area where you want it to tie, stroke your fingers through it nice and light, and that's your pheasant tail fibres knotted. Monotonous job like, but you can buy them pre-knotted, but when it comes to these dyed colours that you want to use, you've got to do it yourself. Now to tie the half-blood prince hopper as we call it, I'm going to be using, this is a B160 size 10, it's a short shank wide gape hook. It's a very good hook for emergers and dries. The thread I'm going to be using is the uni in black. Now we simply start at the eye, just work our way down the shank and down a layer of thread. Now I'm going to take the thread slightly round the bend, but you could go further, but I'm just going to go slightly round. And then remove the waste piece, the thread, cut it away or break it away. Now for the wire rib, I'm going to use, in this case, hot orange ultra wire and small. It's a lovely colour, nice and bright. I use this more than I do the red. I find it's much brighter. Now I'm going to tie it on the side, full length of the body, which is 2/3 the shank, or 2/3 the length of the thread area where I've tied in. Keep it on the side. It's important that you tie these in. And bring your thread back down. Now for the body and for the thorax I'm going to be using, this is black seal's fur, dyed black seal's fur. What I'm going to do is dip it onto the thread. Now you don't need a lot, just run it up so it catches, do a turning so it catches the hook, and use that as an anchor point to tighten up. And just work your way up, forming the body. Quite rough, that's what you're looking for. And this is adult seal's fur, it's quite coarse, it dries really quick. I prefer it in dries and emergers. Then bring your rib up through, 4 or 5 turns. Just bring your thread up beside the wire and put a 90-degree bend into it. And then tie it down. Just bring your thread up halfway or so, bring it back down. Bend and break it off. Better doing that than using your scissors. Now the underwing, I'm going to use what they call widow's web. Widow's web is a polypropylene. It's made by a company, Fly. Now, as you see, it's high floating, water repelling polypropylene yarn. It floats extremely well, so if you want to hire a fly to sit really high and for a long time, this is the fibre to use. Now I'm going to tie it on so that the cut ends are right at the back of the hook. Just put that into your finger and thumb, and then hold. Tie it down with 2 or 3 good turns. Trim away the excess. Now trim the excess away at least a mil from the eye. That's the area where you're going to be tying the tails in. You don't want it too bulky. Just take the thread down, tying it in, and bring it back up. A bit of seal's fur getting in the way, so I'll just draw it back. Now there's legs in this. As you pre-noted, I've sat down and tied these. And at the beginning of the video you'll seen me actually tying the knot on. As I say, it's a bit monotonous, but it works. Just tie 2 on each side. Down that side. Line them up, line the points up. Get the length you're looking for. Tie them down. Draw away the excess. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie in the cheek of red holographic. This is a medium thickness. What I'm going to going to do is catch each end, one in each side, bring it round, just like form a loop in the length of the material that you've got. Means you're using all the material, not wee ends, wee cut ends. This way it's much better. Once you're ready and tied in, just check where everything's sitting. Looks okay. And get some more seals for. And dye black seals. Don't need a lot, it's enough to cover the thorax. Just run it up. Take your time. Again, make sure you leave that space at the top. Just at the eye. Now all I do is bring red holographic each side and thread over the back, tighten up 2 or 3 turns. Now before you go any further, just double check to see how things are sitting. Just position the holographic where you want it at this point. Once you're happy, pull it back, tuck it back, tie it down. Come in and trim away the excess. It's obviously for your next fly. Now for the next part is going to be the wing. This here is dyed black deer hair. From the belly, it's quite a good fibre, it's got a good thickness in the fibre, nice hollow fibre which will allow the fly to float much better. Now what I'm going to do here is open up these fibres, twist my fingers. Now you see the fine hair? You want to remove this. You can run a comb through it which will remove the fine hairs, because I'm going to stack this. When I stack it, you need these fine fibres away. If you don't, it will not stack. Go into your stack of points first, and then once you tap it, you see they've all lined up. Just get the wing into your finger and thumb. Length, slightly longer than the polypropylene, the widow's web. The length of the wing you'd like, put it into your finger and thumb. Now you could tie this in, cut it much like an elk hair caddis so you get a bit more disturbance, or what I'm going to do here, I'm going to trim it right in line with the head. There. Again, as close to the body as you can. Do a turn over and then pull. Keep the thread always tight. Keep going, keep a hold of the wing, don't let this go until you've tied all this down. You take your fingers away and it starts to slank off. Always keep a hold of the thread, keep it tight, go straight in and whip finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's enough. Trim away the thread, and there you are. See where the legs are sitting. Anything else that you don't like, just trim it away. And that there is your Half-Blood Prince hopper. Now all I have to do now is a couple of coats of varnish onto the head, all the way around, and that's the job done. Great fly to have in your box. You can easily fish sizes below this and above, and it still works.